Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And today we are reading on one of Lady C's most epic rants I think I've ever heard with the Grimalkin's Curious Cats Tarot, because I'm very curious about what set her off like this. I was listening to it early this morning, half asleep with my headphones in, so no one else had to hear. But she was incensed about Charles Spencer. Really, she went off like a rocket. And she was claiming all kinds of things about him, based on the fact that Harry stayed at Althorp after Lord Fellow's funeral. He was offered a spot at Buckingham Palace. He said no. Apparently, I'm staying with Uncle Charles. And it was the anniversary of Princess Diana's death, so you can understand why he wanted to be there, visit her grave, all of that, take some pics so Megan can put them in her book when that's finally published. I'm being snarky. But this set Lady C off, and she went off and she was all about how Earl Spencer is using his PR nous, shall we say, to undermine the king and the queen, and all of the stuff about Prince Andrew and Royal Lodge is all coming from Charles Spencer, because he hates Queen Camilla, and so he's the one behind this rumor that Charles is trying to kick Andrew out so that he can install Camilla in Royal Lodge as a dower house for her when the king passes. And that he is conspiring with Harry and Meghan to kind of undermine the king and drive a wedge between him and William, if I'm not mistaken. It was quite a rant, and as I say, I was half asleep when I was listening to it. And that he is aggrieved still that he wasn't invited to the coronation. He's still bitter about the way the Windsors treated Princess Diana. And he's also trying to deflect from his own very messy divorce. It was a whole basket of grievances that she had laid out in quite a ferocious tone. So as I say, Curious Cats Tarot on the tarot table today. We're going to have a little look and see what's going on. When the news was leaked, surprisingly, I'm sure not by the Spencers, that Harry had actually stayed with the Earl. He was of the no comment school. He didn't have anything to say about it. And so he could have chosen a moment to make a speech. He didn't. Perhaps my speculation is perhaps he's giving Harry some advice, maybe getting a buy one, get one free thing with the expensive lawyer that he's signed up for his own divorce, Fiona Shackleton. Perhaps he's going to give her, a side hustle, get her to advise Harry. That's a bit of snark for you. Perhaps he's going to offer Harry a cottage on the estate. The current wife is leaving soon with the sheep. And perhaps the shepherd's cottage is available now, or hut even. I think they live in huts. So perhaps Harry's going to get the shepherd's hut. So we're going to look at all of this. His relationship with Harry, his intentions towards Harry. Is he conspiring against the monarchy with Harry? And then we're going to look at his relationship with the king and Camilla. What's that like? And is he conspiring against them, plotting against him, and sort of motivating against them in the press? And then if he is just trying to help the has-been, is it divorce advice? Is it a cottage? That's for my own particular entertainment, really, that little column in this reading. And then I'm going to ask about Prince William, because I think Prince William is the silent party in all of this. What's his relationship with his uncle like? I'm sure that Charles Spencer quite fancies attending William's coronation. And what does William think about the fact that Harry stayed there? Is William suspicious? Is William dismayed? What's going on? I think of all of them, he's the only sensible one in this reading. That's my personal opinion. And let's remind you that we are dealing here with tarot, fun and entertainment, and it is all my opinion and all speculation, and I just read energy here, and of course there is a disclaimer in the box below. So let's see what's going on with Earl Spencer. Is Lady C right to be so filled with ire? That was really quite remarkable. Or has she got it all quite wrong? There we go. A little bit of a wonky spread. Nothing new there. Underlying energy. What do we have? We got the Page of Pentacles. It's in reverse. Communication card, the Page of Pentacles, but it's a money card, obviously, with pentacles, contracts, negotiations, deals, that kind of thing. Traditionally, it's a student, so you're learning something useful and solid that can take you through your life. It's in reverse. Maybe lessons not learned with that Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's not Earl Spencer's energy. He's no fool, but he is dealing possibly with a fool who came to stay for a night or two after a funeral. There, the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles might be the fact that Harry is down on his luck, has made some very foolish deals, some very foolish investments. That's, of course, me speculating, and might need a bit of help getting himself out of that situation. It's just a thought. We'll test the thought as we carry on there. But it is, of course, also, I said communication, messages going out. Here was no comment. The story of Harry and the funeral and staying at Althorp was only released once a certain person in Montecito found out. So I think a certain person in Montecito might be concerned about money. We're going to look at that next. It's hidden in here in the energy of this Page of Pentacles in reverse as well. Contracts falling through, deals falling through, Netflix, Penguin Random House, da-da-da-da-da-da. The paperback coming out with no extra juice in it because Harry can't say, oh yes, those other 400 pages that I told the court I deleted, oh, I found them again. So he might have to talk to Uncle about all kinds of things. Money, marriage, breaking contracts, failed deals, many things there, and also lessons not learned. So a lot packed into that little card. Let's see the story that we're dealing with today, the situation that we're dealing with today. There is Harry, the cat that fell into the water, chasing that bird, and it's a 9 of Wands. That is somebody who needs to have protection around him. And I don't mean the outriders and the flashing lights and the magic briefcase and all of that stuff. I mean somebody who needs the walls, the very high walls of that estate around him, wherever it is. Nottinghamshire, is it? I don't know. But he needs those high walls around him. He needs a refuge. That cat that fell in the water, Harry. And so that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with someone who is vulnerable, who is wounded, who is exhausted, who is struggling to stay upright, who could be mentally disordered, shall we say. Picking my words carefully. 9 of Wands. Normally someone with a little bandage around their head injury, head wound, mental problems. Someone hasn't learned their lessons, maybe can't learn their lessons, maybe a bit thick. Oh dear, did I say that? There. That's what we're dealing with. That's not a conspiracy card. That's someone who's fragile. That's someone who needs someone to draw the drawbridge up for him and give him his safe space, maybe away from what's in Montecito as well as from what's in the UK. Interesting energy. I would say that it was pretty tough for Harry sitting in that church with William stone cold ignoring him. And I might not have expected that to happen because he does seem to be stalking Prince William at the moment, both in the UK and in New York. My opinion, of course, and my speculation. Earl Spencer and his relationship with her has-been. Generally, what's going on? How are they getting on? Knight of Wands, that's Harry's energy, rushing home. It's that... It's a good relationship, but it's volatile. It's Harry breezes in and out. It's not something that is a constant. Not with that Knight of Wands. Harry breezed in May, and the Spencer family all made sure that they were seen at St. Paul's for that Invictus Games Thanksgiving service. And then he disappeared, and now he's back. It says, who's at the door? It's the has-been. It's that kind of relationship. It's not a bad relationship, but it's unpredictable, I would say. It's when he's around, they have a relationship, and then he's off again. And then he's back, and then he's off again. And I'm sure if you know someone like that in your life, you know what I'm talking about. Or it's like watching a tennis match, and oh, there you are, and oh, there you are. It's that kind of a thing. It can be quite dizzying. But I think when they're together, there's chat and there's laughter, and it's quite fun. It's not a heavy energy at all. But it's very much, I think, on Harry's terms, that Harry just shows up when he feels like it. That's my opinion. So the Earl's intentions towards Harry, is he cooking up some plot with Harry? I hope not. But let's see. Knight of Pentacles. That's not plotting. That is, I'm there for you. I'm solid. That's Harry's energy, Knight of Wands. And this is, I'm in it for the long haul with you. I'm here whenever you need me. My door is open. I will take your calls. Unlike your father, who doesn't take your calls, I will support you. I will help you. And all of that. Knights are action cards. So this is quite a relationship that is around not emotion so much as doing. Come and stay. I will support you. I will give you good advice. I will put you back on the right path, even, because the Knight of Pentacles is someone who's on the right path. That slow, steady path. It's an upgrade from the Page of Pentacles to Knight of Pentacles. The Earl wants Harry back on a good trajectory in life, where he's well provided for, he's safe, he's solid, he's making steady progress. Okay, so I'm a bit relieved to see that, I have to say, because I've been good and snarky about Lady C and her rant. But we're getting to where the rant really was focused. The King and Queen Camilla. The Earl's relationship with them, or his view of them. He may not even have a relationship of any sort with them. I got the Six of Cups. That is very positive. That's old chums, old friends. Used to hang out. The Spencers started life, as far as I understand it, living at Sandringham on the estate. And so this is we go back a long time. This isn't I'm down in my dungeon sharpening a sword to stab you with. This is remembering better days. Interesting energy, very interesting energy. It's good old days, happy times. What are his intentions towards Charles and Camilla? That's his relationship with them. That's not showing me why I'm such a grievance about not being invited to the coronation, and you know, I'm busy writing it in my next book. He's written quite a few books as far as I understand. What's his intention towards them? Eight of Pentacles. I've just said he's not going to write a book about them. He might. With that, tarot has a way of taking you out at the knees sometimes. Ace of Pentacles is work, money, hard work, sitting at a desk, writing a book. There could be a book in here. I don't know what books he's written in particular, sort of history type things, I think, as far as I know. Which makes me sound like an incredible cretin. But never mind. Eight of Pentacles to me is book, very possible, but also it's quite business-like. It's not I'm going to campaign against Queen Camilla and send out nasty rumours about Royal Lodge. It's more workmanlike. It's more, well, we've got to muddle along together, so I might as well make it worth my while. Quite practical. Here's a Taurus. This is just, yeah, I'll find something in it for me. So let's see if he is helping Harry, and it does look as if his intentions are really to help this lost Page of Pentacles in reverse, this drowned cat, half-drowned cat. What kind of help? So this is for me, personally. Divorce, Fiona Shackleton, buy one, get one free. Got the Eight of Swords, that's somebody who's in a trap, who's afraid, who can't see a way out of that trap. Very afraid. Scaredy cat. Eight of Swords. So, possible that he might be advising Harry on a way out of the mess he has got himself into. I haven't seen much around that theory. In fact, I don't think I've seen that theory. It might be going around now, but I haven't seen people really talking about that aspect of things. But to me, if the has-been has made a terrible mistake and now realizes it, he's not going to go to the king for help, or his brother for help, or any of his old mates for help. Those people who said you shouldn't marry her, you know, it's pay to play, and you've played, and move on. Allegedly, he would go to something of an expert in divorce, his uncle, who I don't think is going to judge and harangue and condemn, because been there, done that himself, has he not? So, interesting card that. How about the shepherd's hut on the estate? Is that available for the has-been? Some housing. Got the Seven of Swords, a hideout. Two such interesting cards here. This tells me that Harry is in deep, deep trouble for all the doubts about what's going on, because one minute he's coming back and they're bring him in from the cold, and then, oh no, he wants an apology, and his life is just amazing in California with his amazing wife and his amazing children and his amazing deals and his amazing projects. Not with the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Swords showing up here in this reading for that scaredy cat, that half-drowned cat, that dimwit who has made a bit of a mess of things. This is a hideout that could potentially be offered. If he needs a place to escape to run away to. The Seven of Swords is about running away. It's a cowardly card. Disappearing, sneaking away. Under cover of night. You need a safe place. Here it is. And who wouldn't do that? Whatever wrongs the has-been has done. He's Earl Spencer's nephew, his sister's son. He's damaged goods. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Not the brightest. Not the most strategic. Got himself into a terrible mess, and yes, I know I have a bit of sympathy coming through right now. It's not my sympathy. I'm in someone else's energy. Let's just clarify that, and let's say I'm just reading energy, and all allegedly. Let's look at Prince William, the only sensible one, as I said, in my opinion. How does he feel? Well, what's his relationship like with his uncle? Do they get on? Is it a bit frosty? Got the Seven of Cups. That's the slightly unrealistic energy, the Seven of Cups. Which is quite strange, because I don't think it's William necessarily that's unrealistic in this situation. But it's a bit of a dreamy, kind of imaginary situation. It's hard energy to give a name to, really, because it's as if both go into a bit of a dream state when they're around, and maybe it's because of the past, that they maybe both see each other in certain ways that aren't realistic. How does William see Earl Spencer's connection with Harry? Is he worried about it? Is he suspicious of it? Does he think, well, that's great, someone at least is looking out for the has-been? What does he think? 7 of Pentacles, it's positive. It's someone's putting time and effort into the situation for his own benefit. There's nothing here that is charitable in this situation. Earl Spencer, yes, he's there, he's being solid, he's being helpful, but there's money in here. There's the 8 of Pentacles, can make this work for himself. And William is looking at it and saying he's investing, he's in it for the long haul somehow with Harry, because that 7 of Pentacles is investment, putting time and effort into a situation that at some stage you think is going to pay dividends. It's interesting that they both have 7s, William and Earl Spencer, and then how William sees the relationship with Harry. And 7s are thinking cards, not doing cards. Here's doing, here's thinking. And maybe thinking better of each other than is warranted with that 7 of Cups, which is very strange. Down here, it's almost like there's a 7-year plan going on there that William might be looking at and thinking, well, Earl Spencer is seeing how this is all going to go pear-shaped, this marriage. I keep seeing this card, 7 years, we're in that territory. The 7-year itch, a Saturn cycle for from an astrological perspective, a test of a relationship. And it's like, okay, he's putting in some effort here. Maybe he's the safety net that catches the has-been when he falls. It's certainly not sinister. The only card which can be described as a sinister card in this reading is the 7 of Swords, which can indicate shady behavior, illegal behavior, that kind of stuff. But not here. Here, in this context of, is he offering Harry a home, a place? Yes, but as a escape route. And why? Because I've already got this 8 of Swords there, somebody needing a way out of a situation. So, I'm not seeing what Lady C is seeing. This, maybe she's right, but this is the energy that universe wants us to see today. So, there it is. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.